Hello everyone, and welcome to Battleship Command. So, today I've been testing my turrets on this new Scharnhorst model and checking that all the animations and everything is implemented properly. I also made some nice updates to the turrets, so yeah, let's see how it works out. So I'm going to check it by having my crew fire at some of these ships out here on the horizon. I have a nice little tanker there and a few other freighters, and I'm going to tell them to fire only turret A and use the main fire control system with the 4 top fire director and rangefinder. First I have to actually head into the fire director station here, and I'll disable turret B and disable turret C so that they only use turret A. And oh, don't worry too much about this user interface, it's going to be replaced, but yeah, it's how it is. So here's my UI, and I have a list here of ships that are spotted by our crew, and so I can click any of the ships in this list here and get some information and see how the solution is, how the target data is being calculated and what kind of solution we have. So we get various information here depending on what they have calculated. I can also click on the ships in the 3D world here instead. Let's see, let's fire at this tanker. So it's a Bidwell class tanker, approximately 9 kilometers out. Not sure about the speed yet, but it's less than 15 knots, they're saying. Alright, I'm gonna get some options here. We can either tell the crew to follow the ship, or keep broadside on the target, or we can engage the ship with the main or the auxiliary fire control system. And we want to use the main system to fire the target, so I have to set it as main target. And as I do that, you will see the crew turn the fire director up here to aim at the target, and whatever turret is connected to that fire control system will also train and aim at the target. And currently we only have enabled turret A. Alright, let's do that. Setting as main target. The fire director is turning. Turret is also training, and they will also elevate the barrels if they are loaded. And what I want to observe is the recoil of the barrels and also the elevation for reloading the barrels. We'll see as soon as we have fired. Waiting for them to input all the target data. Aim the gun. There we go, shot fired. Nice recoil. There's the tanker. And we have a nice hit there in the stern of the ship. Right, and when reloading these turrets on the Scharnhorst, the guns has to be elevated at 5 degrees angle. So you'll see after firing that the barrels gets raised slightly and lowered again just before they fire. There they raised into reloading mode. Some splashes. I think I heard a hit, but I'm not really sure. Splashes. Again, I thought I heard a small explosion. Guns reloading. Lowering, firing, recoil. Lifting the guns back up into reloading position. There we have a nice hit. And there came the sound of the explosion. Alright, let's use the external camera here and observe the damage that we have been causing. So, she is dead in the water. Propeller's not spinning. Nice hit here, probably in the engine room. Oh, there goes the captain and his crew. Let's have a look at the damage. Yeah, the shafts are totally destroyed. And that compartment is totally filled with water. A few other compartments are taking on water. Nothing critical yet. Target is straddled, no hits. Out here we have our Scharnhorst. Some muzzle flash. Just above the target. But she's still taking on water. The flooding is spreading to the other compartments. Since these tankers were not really watertight, or you know, the sections were not watertight, so the flooding will spread around the ship. No good hits there. But it feels like the ship is settling lower and lower in the water. So she'll probably sink. But let's keep firing and a little bit speed up the process here, that the video does not become too long. Shots fired. And another miss. Let's head into the fire director, enable turret B and turret C as well. Turret B is training. Fire. Let's observe the hits. One hit at least. Not long time left for this ship. Quite a lot of water inside there. Water is starting to run up on the deck. A lot of shells fired out here. Nice hit there. And a few nice hits there. And that should be it. No hits, but down she goes. That's a lot of shells wasted on that tanker. And she hit the bottom. Alright, that's all what I wanted to check today. Until next time, take care, bye.